Hello guys, welcome to the latest episode of Train Sim Journeys. Let me just plug in my headset a second because I didn't realise I haven't got it plugged in. Bear with me. Doesn't want to go in, okay. Yes it does. There we go. Right, you might be able to hear me a bit better now. Welcome to Train Sim Journeys, Train Sim Spotting even, and Train Sim Journeys is the next one. And today we are at the lovely Derby station, located on the Midland Main Line. Where today here at Derby, you'll be seeing services from East Midlands Railway and CrossCountry. So, this has been the biggest pain to make. Now, I am right now at a point where I'm happy to rank how difficult it was to make a scenario. This is the fourth episode of Train Sim Spotting, and this has undoubtedly been the second hardest one to do. However, it's not the hardest because Swansea was the hardest, but the reason that Derby isn't the most difficult is because most of the trains, except for 2 trains, appear in this video. So yeah, and that's just down to trial and error basically, and the fact that Train Sim sometimes gets confused. But I've got a word of advice for you. But before I do, I will always say, if you do wish to check out any real-time updates on trips and posts, do check out my Facebook group. The link's in the description. Well, there's not much going on in there right now, but it would be nice if you joined. If you want to keep up on the Train Sim stuff, then you can do. And of course, any updates in regard to what happens in the future with lockdown. And although it's not looking to be changed anytime soon for myself personally, in terms of if anything does change about going out and stuff, I'm still not in a position myself to say that I want to do anything more. But I don't think a lot of people will be in that position right now. I only know one person that is, and he knows exactly who he is. Scotland Ellis. Right, sorry about that. Had a bit of a cough there. I'm coughing up idiots. Right. By the way, I'm only saying coughing up idiots because he made a Facebook post saying about how he's intending to go back out train spotting on the 1st of June. He's going to go all around the world and all over these domestic counties and stations, etc., and go and visit them. Bad idea, but he's been a bit selfish. But this isn't about him. This is about this video and about you guys and hopefully enjoying it. So let's just off here, shall we? Let's get started here at Derby. Okay, first train to arrive today is going to be the 1508 cross-country service from Birmingham New Street to Nottingham. I will be in a minute. I know what's happening. Right, so that one has to wait. It's a bit early. So there it is anyway, over there. But we'll see it in a minute because I know what's happening is the Nottingham-Birmingham one is coming in first. Okay, now approaching is going to be the 1504 East Midlands Railway service from Sheffield to London St Pancras, which is formed of 222020. Hey, I got it working. So the problem is on platform 6, as the doors don't always open automatically. They sometimes decide to and they sometimes don't. So you may see doors not open here, but just imagine they are. Okay, next train to arrive is going to be the 1509 cross-country service from Nottingham to Birmingham New Street. That's what this one is waiting for. There it is. Once that clears the junction, that one will be clear to also pop in. So we shall see them both. Uh, 17519 lead is a unit allocated to this one. there's that one. We'll see that one go out shortly. Okay, and now on its approach is the 1508 cross-country service to Nottingham from Birmingham New Street, which is 170-107. This is a 3 car as opposed to the other one, which is a 2 car. Has 170-107. And that one will leave shortly as well. Right, next up is the 1521 cross-country service to Newcastle from Southampton Central. This is waiting here for about 18 minutes, so it is here very early. This is actually booked to arrive here at 1503 and leave at 1521. Just a random guy right in the way there. Hi mate. 220-018. And as that one arrives, departing out is the 1504 East Midlands Railway service to London St Pancras from Sheffield. Which is 222-020. Do you know what? Finding the destination and how to actually work them on this particular train, because credit to I don't know how he pronounces his author name, but it'll be in the description. But a credit to this person, the person's name is in the description, but credit to them because they made a lot of good research. That is a really good one because it's adding the destinations on the 222, which is very much needed. So very, very nice, and it looks really sort of life, a little bit like it does anyway. So pretty good. Okay, departing out now is going to be the 1508 cross-country service to Nottingham from Birmingham New Street, on the 170-107. Not going to make any noise as it goes out because of the speed limit. And there goes 170-107 forming that service. Very shortly behind me to depart will be the 1509 reversing cross-country service to Birmingham New Street, which is might to be held at that red light before actually being able to advance. It will make like the engine will rev and then yeah, go from there. Who knows though? Who knows? It might not. There goes that one anyway. Whilst the 170 waits time, I think it's leaving at 1510. Arriving in now is going to be the 1512 East Midlands Railway service to Newcastle from Matlock, just formed of a 156, and it's 156473. Yeah, and the 170's off now. Off goes the 170, 175-19, forming the 1510 now, cross-country service to Birmingham New Street. Speaking of Birmingham New Street, right, I'm just going to be honest with you here. I can't do... I can do it, but I can and I can't do it. A train sim spotting video at Birmingham New Street. it does exist on train sim. It exists on 2 routes, which is great. But the problem I've got is that New Street train sim doesn't have. I don't believe has any 323s. So that would be the only underlying problem with that. But yeah, it's a shame. But the rest of the trains are there. It's just not the 323s. So it's a little bit disappointing, but who knows? One day. There it goes anyway to Birmingham New Street. Okay, next train to depart will be the 1512 East Midlands Railway service to Newcastle. I have to admit, do you admire the way they've made this? It's brilliant. These 156s. We'll listen to the noise as it goes out as well. The next stop for that one will be Long Eaton, followed then by Attenborough. No, not David Attenborough. Here we see a wild 156. That's terrible, I know, I'm really sorry. Yeah, so calling it Long Eaton, David Attenborough, Beeston, Nottingham. What else? No, that's the wrong one. There it is. Carlton, Loudon, Fiskerton and Newcastle. There it goes. Right, departing out now will be the 1521 cross-country service to Newcastle from Southampton Central. It may not go out straight away, sometimes it needs that little extra push, but it will go out, so just bear with it a second. Wait for it. It really needs that push. There it goes. Just reminder 220018 on that Southampton Central to Newcastle service. Calling next at Sheffield, followed by Doncaster, York, Darlington, Durham and Newcastle. Okay, we've got 2 trains arriving now. First up's the 1528 East Midlands Railway service to Sheffield from London St Pancras. Also following on from that onto platform 3 be the 1526 cross-country service to Penzance from Aberdeen. Triple 20. Right, 002. It says 0 to 8. I think I did a typo. 002. There's this one as well, the cross-country service to Penzance. There's that one, and there's this one. And this one as well. Terminating as well is an East Midlands Railway service from Crewe, 158847. Does say East Midlands trains on it because I can't find one with the EMR logo on it just yet. But it will be there at some point. So just pretend that they were still in that logo. So 158847 also arriving in there from Crewe. And there's that one that will leave later on. Okay, the part out there is the 1526 cross-country service from Aberdeen to Penzance. On the 220, I'll say the number, 220017, that one. Look at it zooming away over there. Next stop, Bristol-on-Trent, for that one. Well, it looks like very stupidly I forgot to edit the numbers completely on that meridian there. Off it goes. It was meant to be 222,002 there, heading out on the 1528 East Midlands Railway service to Sheffield. If you head over there, or actually over here, because in train sim you can do what you want. Then that one is there, heading over to Sheffield. 158847 sitting nicely over there as well. Now, this is the interesting thing, that's actually booked to come in on 3B over here, but putting it in on platform 3B caused numerous amounts of problems, so I just decided to put it on platform 2 where it used to go. So, there you go. Okay, next train to arrive is going to be the 1531 East Midlands Railway service to London St Pancras from Sheffield. And this is 222005. I did edit the numbers on that one. But it says Bruff on the front, so ignore it. Meh. It's a funny old world. You got to do a bit more work on these to make it just right. So, oh well, just call it banter. Call it for the bants. There's that one, we'll see it go out shortly. Again, the doors don't open. Never mind. Okay, departing out here is the 1531 East Midlands Railway service to London St Pancras from Sheffield. 222005. Again, I didn't bother to edit numbers, did I? It says 222001. I don't know how I forgot all of this, but oh well. 222005 is on this one. That's a number. I can just confirm to you what number I did intend to put, which is 222005 on that one. There goes that one to London St Pancras. And the next stop for that one I think is Leicester. I might be wrong though. Let's have a look. Is it Leicester? Nope. Calling it Long Eaton, East Midlands Parkway, Loughborough, Leicester and London St Pancras. So there goes that one. Okay, next up is the 1538 cross-country service to Cardiff Central from Nottingham. And it's 17636. There's that one, and we'll see that one go out shortly. Right, next train to arrive is going to be the 1540 cross-country service from Cardiff Central to Nottingham. Yes, a two-car Don't shoot me for having that come from Cardiff, even though it's not actually came from Cardiff, it just came from a portal, but you know what I mean. In theory, I decided to put a 2-car on a service like this. Yes, shoot me. I'd be fired. No, I wouldn't really be fired if it were a real thing. 170, 110 is on this one. There's that one, and we'll see that one go out shortly as well. Okay, next train to arrive is going to be the 1544 cross-country service from Penzance to Dundee. Whilst also departing is the 1538 cross-country service to Cardiff Central. Whilst that one goes out, here comes said cross-country service. I think that might be actually waiting for something. Possibly for that to leave. Maybe, or it's glitched, oh well. There's that one anyway, and we should see that one come in shortly, I'm sure. Right, next train to depart is the 1540 cross-country service to Nottingham. I think, if I might be wrong in this, but I think the Voyager might be waiting for that 158 to go. Anyway, there goes 170, 110 there, heading to Nottingham. Yeah, I'm fairly confident that Voyager is waiting for the 158, just being a bit silly, but oh well. Can't really do much about it. It's train sim. Just let it be. I'm quite certain it's to do with the 158 anyway, and it can't be to do with anything else, so... Anyway, there goes that one to Nottingham. Calling at Long Eaton, Beeston and Nottingham. Okay, depart now is the 1542 East Midlands Railway service to Crewe. One 158-847. There that one goes, the Voyager's certainly waiting for something. Right, next train to arrive, whilst the Voyager continues to be stupid, is the 1548 East Midlands Railway service to Matlock from Newcastle, which is another 156. and it is 156497. Don't care about that Voyager now, it can do what it wants, it'll turn up. If it doesn't even bother to leave after the last train, which is after, well, the last train of this particular, I had to make it into 2 parts, but both parts will be in one video. Anyway, there's that one, and we'll see it go out in a minute. Go out, get out of the way, person. Right, the part that now will be the 1548 East Midlands Railway service to Matlock from Newcastle. Next station for that one will be Duffield, followed by Belper, and then goes along the branch line over to Matlock, which is the Derwent Valley line. There it goes. Service calls at Duffield, Belper, Ambergate, Standwell even, Matlock, Bath and Matlock. So there it goes. Okay, next train to arrive is going to be the 1553 cross-country service to Guilford from Newcastle. And this, I think, will then trigger the Dundee service to actually arrive, because there'll be nothing else in the way after this. If it stays at a red light after this, it's glitched. You know it. So I'll just have to leave it otherwise. Oh! Well, that explains why. It's because I was an idiot. I put it on the wrong platform. Oh well, Newcastle Guilford's on platform 1. Last minute platform alteration, everyone. And it's not even that. I've actually sent it to the wrong section of the points. So it's got to actually go up, down a point and turn around. And it's probably going to crash into Dundee's. No, it's not actually. It will cross over on points, I think. So no, it was nothing else. It was my fault. It was I sent it to the wrong stopping point, so it's got to turn around and then come back down. That explains why it didn't move. Oh well, we'll have a bit of a laugh, everyone. I've done some you know, every time I've said there's an error or a train sim, it's been my fault. That's the interesting thing about it. Right, now arriving is going to be the 1544 cross-country service to Dundee and the 1553 cross-country service to Guilford. Oh, you gotta love it, haven't you? Well, this one's a double Voyager anyway, 2 Voyagers this one. And then there's 5 car on this particular one. Well, it's 220.030 and 220.012 on the double Voyager. 22. Oh. Yeah, they're both just glitched around, so there they are anyway. Well, that was a bit silly of me, wasn't it? But they'll both leave in a minute, so... Yeah, this one's 2 voyages anyway, this one. So... I never used a double voyager on this, so I thought it'd be nice to include it. But normally a Dundee one had 2 voyages on it, so... Anyway, we'll see what happens next. Right, the partner now is the 1553 cross-country service to Guilford. Which is 221135. And there's that one as well. Should be leaving shortly. Okay, next train to arrive is going to be the 1559 cross-country service to Nottingham from Birmingham New Street. The Dundee service has now gone, basically. 175.20 on this one. There's that one, we'll see it go out shortly. Right, next train to arrive, 1600 cross-country service to Newcastle from Reading. One for 221 on this one. There's that one, we'll see that one leave shortly. Okay, next train to depart is the 1559 cross-country service to Nottingham. Which is 175.20. Whilst that one does arriving is the 1604 East Midlands Railway service to London St Pancras, calling it Leicester and London St Pancras. It is 222-003. There's that one. See you go out in a minute. Right, about to depart now will be the 1600 cross-country service to Newcastle from Reading. That one is 221120, by the way. That unit number. Heading over to Newcastle from Reading. Okay, next train to arrive is going to be the 1604, I believe. Cross-country service of Birmingham New Street from from Nottingham even. Reading? What am I on about? Find it. Oh well, right, I'll look for it in a second. Ah, got it, there we go. 170-101. We'll see this one leave shortly. Right, the partner now will be the 1604 East Midlands Railway service to London St Pancras. Triple 2003 on that one. Calls at Leicester and London St Pancras. That's the faster service. Just to clarify, by the way, this is the 1610 cross-country service to Birmingham New Street. 170-101 will be on this one. I kind of lost my phone, so I had all the times on there written down. And yeah, 1610 service to Birmingham New Street from Nottingham. Right, next train to arrive is going to be the 1609 East Midlands Railway service to Sheffield from London St Pancras. Just 222017 on this one. There's that one, we'll see it go out in a moment. Okay, next train to depart will be the 1609 East Midlands Railway service to Sheffield. There goes that one, heading to Sheffield from London St Pancras, and also arriving in will be the 1611 East Midlands Railway service to Newcastle. Just one of 158866. As the 170 also heads out to Birmingham New Street from Nottingham. So there's that one, and there goes this one as well. 170-101, heading to Birmingham New Street. Right, departing out now. Be the 1611 East Midlands Railway service to Newcastle. And that's 158866, heading to Newcastle via Nottingham. And that one is from Matlock. Okay, next train to arrive in is going to be a East Midlands Railway ECS, which is going to be forming the 1627 to Kettering, and it is formed of 222-104 in the new livery. So there it is, going along. So that one there is going to sort of pop around and turn around, because it's going to pop around here now. There it is. But there it goes anyway, and we will see that turn around shortly, I'm sure. Okay, now approaching in is 222-104 again. This is forming the 1627 East Midlands Railway service to Kettering. Making a weird noise. Well, here it is anyway, and it will be heading out soon. Okay, next train to arrive is going to be a terminating East Midlands Railway service from Crewe. And this is a 153. And last time, I recorded this last night, I've had to re-record it today due to an issue. But, last time, this glitched. It came into the platform, opened the doors and then went away again. I have a feeling that's probably what it's going to do again. So, it's not my fault it's happening, it's a game glitch. So, I do apologise. At least you see it. It might stay, you never know. 153383 is on this one. Who knows what it might do. No, it's staying in place this time. Okay, approaching now is going to be the 1629 East Midlands Railway service to Sheffield from London St Pancras. And this is 222 006. Oh my god, really? There it is. What's at the part now? It's a 1627 service to Kettering. Going via Melton Mowbray and Corby, which is not a very well used stretch of track now, but it is there. So yeah, that one's going via that way. So goes that one to Kettering. Okay, well, a red light for this one. Might be to wait for the other trains to come in, but who knows. This one will be departing shortly. Okay, arriving in now is going to be the 1632 East Midlands Railway service to London St Pancras from Sheffield, 222 on the return. There's that one arriving in. Okay, now approaching 1640 CrossCountry service to Nottingham. It's also departing as a 1632 to London St Pancras. There goes 222 002. And here we have 170 111. And 175-21. 4 coaches on this one, 2 170s. So we'll see that one go out shortly. Okay, and arriving in is a slightly delayed 1631 cross-country service from Glasgow Central to Penzance. As the other meridian also heads out now at last. And there goes 222 006 heading to Sheffield. This one's heading for Penzance and we'll be going shortly. Right, departing out now will be the 1631 cross-country service to Penzance. By the way, number 221137 is on that one. I remember putting that one down. Oh, what's going on there? Camera's going a bit weird. I'm using the mouse wheel to control the zoom on the camera, so I had a bit of a funny moment there. Then that one goes anyway to Penzance. Next stop is Tamworth for that one. Alright, departing out now will be the 1640 cross-country service to Nottingham from Cardiff Central, 170 521 and 170 111. I'm not too sure if I said previously, but the 1638 to Cardiff Central was cancelled due to, well, I'd say train sim faults, because it was being a bit weird, but yeah, that one got cancelled. But anyway, there's 2 170s there. Approaching as well as a 1644 cross-country service to Glasgow Central from Plymouth. 1227 off of Plymouth, so you know what that means, and what you can see is a HST. 43303 is on the front. No driver, of course. (43.207) is on the rear. So there's that one, we'll see it go out shortly. Right, also departing out now is going to be the 1642 East Midlands Railway service to Crewe, which is 153383. It just makes zero noise on the AI. It's quite funny, actually. There it goes anyway to Crewe. Right, the partner now is the 1644 cross-country service to Glasgow Central from Plymouth. Well, I think anyway. There we go. There it goes there, 43207 for Glasgow Central, next stop of Chesterfield. Okay, next train to arrive is going to be the 1652 East Midlands Railway service to Matlock from Newcastle. This time, two 153s. Also arriving in shortly will be the 1653 cross-country service from Newcastle to Reading, but this one's coming in first. It is 153319. Let's see if this one glitches. And 153384. Right, there's that one. We'll see it go out shortly. Okay, now approaching is the 1653 cross-country service from Newcastle to Reading. Also departing is a 1652 East Midlands Railway service to Matlock from Newcastle. 153319, 153384. So off goes that one. Right, the partner now is a 1653 cross-country service to Reading. That was, from what I remember, 220027 on that one. Heading over. The numbers are like in the most awkward place, so, but I think I remember putting 220027 on it. So yeah, there goes that one. And as that one goes out, that's going to be the last train of this spotting session, or actual spotting session even, at Derby. So thanks for watching this video from Derby. If you have liked what you've seen, do like and subscribe, and do leave any comments, because I'm sure this man here would very much appreciate it, wouldn't you? And yeah, and any comments left I'll respond to as and when I can, and any recommendations are of course welcome, so do leave those in the comments as well. I think this is probably the most this has been one of the most challenging scenarios to make, and it's been one of the busiest ones to do, so I'm glad it paid off and went off really well in the end. Just remember my little tip I said right at the beginning of the video. I might not have said it in this because I recorded this 3 times, so I might have said it this first or second time, but one trick to remember when you do scenarios like this is make sure every train you put on is in order. So don't put like a set of trains all on one side and then go and work on the other side, because if you do that, it starts prioritising trains over others and it starts confusing the timetabeler. So just do it in order of when they depart and when they arrive. Just look at every time and then work on that time. So just go in ascending order of time. Real-time trains will of course help you with that. So, and any other things you might use. But yeah, really good. So the next video from me is Trains and Journeys from Edinburgh to Glasgow Queen Street. The next spotting video is from Bristol Parkway, and that is going to be set in the past, so will feature 2+8s. So I'm going to do a set in the past Bristol Parkway video because of the way Bristol Parkway is also laid out in Train Sim. It kind of makes sense to do it in the past. So we'll do that next. It won't be set that far back in the past, it'll just be set to the point where 2+8 still existed. And yeah, we'll go from there. So, thanks for watching guys, and see you soon. Goodbye.